Hi, welcome to Pay's Crafted Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, to chat, craft, and create with me. Today I'm coming on with hashtag Deck the Year. It's an open collaboration hosted by myself where you alter either a playing card, a index card, or a time card. I did a few index cards this week. I'm putting together a sewing journal and I wanted to add in some journaling cards. I'm going to have extra because I don't want to include them all in the sewing journal, so I'll probably have them to do another sewing journal later. So I normally would have done them on screen and done the process and everything, but I included stitching in them this time, and it was a very long process. It took about 3 hours total to put them all together. So it would have been a really long video, and I figured it would be better just to share the cards themselves. And I want to thank everybody that is participating in Deck the Year as well. And I want to thank a few channels that have gifted me things that I use to make these possible. They are the Blonde Amazon, Crafter's Treats 2017, Carolina Bug, Side Gig Crafts, Alma Tyser, Scrapbooks and Memories, It's a Deal, and Craft Designs by Julie. I have held challenges and things over the course of my history here on YouTube, and these have been gifted to me. So this lovely tassel here on this card was gifted to me by Liana over at It's a Deal. It was attached to something that she had sent, and I took it off because I thought it brought out the yellow in this card. So the papers for the backings of the cards are all magazine papers that have fabrics and stuff on them. So I thought they would be perfect for my journal. And then I have some lace frames as well. Those were gifted. Those were gifted to me by Alma Tyser. Then I have these little bows. Those are throughout as well, and that was gifted to me by Carolina Bug. This sticker tag here, the one with the little dress, that came from Scrapbooks and Memories. And then these newspaper clippings for fashion, those came from Alma Tyser as well. I just thought they would be really pretty, and some of them I do have the stitching on the back. I left them blank. I'm not going to do anything to the back of these because they're going to be journaling cards. So I thought that would be really pretty. So this one here, it was really fun play with colors, and I really wanted to pop that yellow out with the ribbon. So I have little bits of yellow here and there throughout this card. Then my next card has some more gifts, some more of those frames and the little bows. And then this tag here, this whole piece right here, was created by Side Gig Crafts, and I thought that worked really well. It has some lace trim on there. It's like fabric pattern here that played with the blue and the plaid here. So I thought that would be great to add on, as well as lacy frames. This pretty lace doily here came from the Blonde Amazon, and I stitched the zigzag stitch all the way around this one. Then this one here, I just got this piece here, and I apologize, I cannot remember off the top of my head who gifted it to me, so thank you for that. I know it came in one of my birthday challenges, and I want to say thank you for that. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it had some lacy trims on it, and I just thought it worked really well having it here because it's got that sewing machine and then the tape. So I put a pink bow on it from Carolina Bug, and then there's these little tiny strips throughout some of these cards, and those came from Alma Tyser. Then there's some buttons, and the buttons also came from Alma. And there's another black bow. I put it on that card, the top of the sewing machine there, like it's a gift for you. Another lacy frame, and then that pretty stitching on there. This card here, I did sew fabric all the way, or stitched all the way around. You can see some of the zigzag stitching here. And then I stitched on some scrap fabric that I had because I thought it played really well. And this paper here was the last of the fabric paper from the magazine page. So I stitched some scraps together and did a little zigzag here, straight stitch there. And then I added this here, another lacy frame, and then this creation here, and some buttons. The buttons from Alma. The bow is from Carolina Bug. This here is from, I know I wrote it down so that I wouldn't forget it. Crafters Treats 2017 gifted me these little papers here, which I thought worked really well. The frames from Alma. This beautiful piece here was created by Craft Designs by Julie with that pretty little like chiffon, I think that's what they call it, chiffon trim. She sewed it down on there, and then I added the bow and the button. The Alma the button is from Alma, and the bow is from Carolina Bug. And I just thought that worked really well with that one. And then because the stitching was odd here and then the button stitching was odd there, I glued another card on the back. And then this one here I did the same thing with. I glued another card on the back. I didn't only stitched around here and here with those scraps. Added those words from Alma and the buttons. This piece here I was gifted by, I think it was Scrapbooks and Memories that gifted me this little tag here. Pretty sure, yeah. It was Jennifer over at Scrapbooks and Memories. Then I added those little pieces there with the bows, and I just thought that one worked really well. And I decided to leave the stitching marks on this piece of scrap because I thought it played really well with the card and the colors. I loved the rainbow look on the back, so it gave me freedom to use different fabrics on it because it pulls all those colors in. And then the button paper here, really cute, that I had it in my stash. Oh, and I can't remember if I shared, but the back of that one I glued on as well. And this one I also glued a backing on. And this one, I really loved the fabrics that were on the page here. So I took the yellow and the brown that's kind of hidden here, and I added these scraps here. I just thought they were really pretty, and it had some wording that I didn't want to have on the page, so I sewed those on and then added that little button from Alma, the lacy tag here from Alma, as well as that newspaper there, and the bow from Carolina Bug, and the lovely little brilliant fabric swatch little card here. That's from Crafters Treats 2017 again. And then I did glue it on there because of the placement of the stitching. This one here, I left the zigzag zigzag stitching showing on the paper on the back for the index card. And I really loved the fabric, so because they're muted fabrics and they have little hints of color, I pulled little hints, like little blush pinks on this one here. So I pulled those in, and I had this in my stash here, and this were in my stash, as well as that. I couldn't make out the writing very well, but I took it like it was notes for a fabric. And then this little quilted star I also had in my stash. That little bow played perfectly in the corner with Angelica, I think is how you pronounce it, from Crafters Treats 2017. Played well with that little swatch card, and the bow from Carolina Bug played really well. So I'm going to link everybody's channel down below that takes part in this collaboration, the hashtag Deck the Year 2025, hashtag Deck the Year. And if you would like to join in and you're not taking part, you don't have to do all the weeks that we're doing it. You can jump in and jump out whenever you like. You can share as many as you like, any day that you like. Just tag myself so I can add you to the list that I have in the description box of all the channels that are taking part. And if you would please go over and check their channels out. They have some amazing cards and are very talented individuals and beautiful channels with all that they do. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.